Hey there! So, as a speech therapist, it's really important to make sure goals are SMART. Well, what does that mean? SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. These things are all really important, not only for the speech therapist to know, but also for the parent to know. What kind of things are we actually setting out for your children to do? So when we say specific, we're looking at one skill for each goal, one very, very specific to the point skill. Measurable, something is that we can see. We can see it grow. We can say your child did this 5 times last week out of 10. That's great. But then we can say the following week, he did it 6 times out of 10. That's 10% better. So how can we measure it? Achievable. We don't want to set these unrealistic goals for your children. We want to make sure that we are setting things within reach, especially our short-term goals. We set short-term goals and long-term goals for your child. So at the beginning of the year, we want to set some short-term goals and maybe even reeval them as things go on if they pass these goals. But we want to find things that the children can really master, that we know they're capable of, and that we believe in them for. So definitely achievable. And then we're going to look at relevant. We're trying to look at the things that are most important to what your child needs. We're keeping our goals short and specific and relevant, just important to them right now. Time bound. So our short-term goals may be a little less of a time restraint because we want to keep them going a little quicker and they're little jumps versus a long-term goal. We may look at the entire year, something that's going to change. So let me give you an example. Let's just say your child has been working so hard at learning a new sound. So my goal for your child might be this year, I would like the child to say the M sound 75% of the time in the initial, which is the first part of each word, across 3 consecutive sessions. So let me really break that down for you. What I'm saying is we're teaching your child to say, but we're working with words. So there are different levels we work on. Maybe the long-term goal is for them to have this M sound at a conversational level at the end of the school year. But for our first goal, we're going to talk about just words in the first part of the word. So if I said the word mat, that's a perfect word. M is in the first part versus if I said maybe Tom. Tom is at the end of the word. So we're working at the beginning because it's really easy for your child to understand and see. It's the first part of the word that comes out of their mouth. So we want them to say that. It's relevant to your child, of course, because it's something that they're working on in class and they want to be able to keep up with their classmates and for them to understand this word in conversations with other students, for the other students to understand them. So do I think it's achievable and attainable? Certainly. We're going to keep providing visual and auditory cues, all sorts of different cueing levels that may not be included in this goal because we want to give your child the chance to make sure they meet this goal. Time bound across 3 consecutive sessions is the one thing I really want to explain to you. We all have really good days where we just really seem to be on fire, but maybe it was just a fluke. So we want to make sure your child gets this 3 times in a row. I think it's really important because if they're having an off day, that's okay. They only have to get it again 3 times. So this is something that we'll see, and we may actually move across this goal into a harder task and maybe start adding in multi-syllable words. There's a lot of different things we can do to change these goals to meet the needs of your child. Other things I think are really important for you to understand is all these goals are set out just for your child's needs. And if you have any questions, we want you to be a part of it. We want you to really let us know what you think your child needs help with. So when we're setting goals, make sure you get involved. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.